Last couple of items here. I've got a application for county liquid fuels aid from Cornwall Township. This would be a portion of their 2020 North Cornwall Township paving project. Total estimated project cost $206,221.44, and this would be an allocation of their fixed request. Their fixed allocation from the county of $7,550.
Make a motion to approve that liquid fuels allocation.
Second?
Been moved and seconded that we approve the liquid fuels from the Great Township of North Cornwall. Any discussion further? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed? So moved.
Next would be the reappointment of two members of the Governor Dick board of the Iron Shop Memorial Park. The two who are up for reappointment, whose terms expire June 30th, would be Raymond Bender and Harrison Diehl Jr. Both are willing to be reappointed, and if so, their terms would go to June 30th of 2023.
I move to reappoint Ray Bender and Harrison Diehl.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We approve those folks that are willing to re-up for their service, and we thank them very much for all their volunteerism. Any other comment or question regarding the motion? Hearing none, in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
All right, then the last item I have, which I believe you all got a copy of, hopefully a chance to look at, is an application for the hotel for a hotel tax grant, and this comes in from Motorama Productions Incorporated from Hanover, and they are requesting a grant for the indoor drag racing car, truck, and bike show known as Dragfest, which is to be held at the Pleasant Valley Exposition Center in January of 2021, January 8, 9, 10, 2021, to be specific. This, if I recall correctly, this will be the third show that they've conducted. Each of the prior two times they have received a grant under this program for promotion, additional billboard advertising and such that has expanded the range by which they advertise, and we had a chance to look through this. They have other shows that include the East Coast Indoor National in Miscellaneous, Maryland, other car, truck, and bike shows in Oaks, PA, down near King of Prussia, and from what I recall, they have been able to expand this show and has been growing and has been a good event for the Expo Center and draws people from, I think, mostly around the area, not just Lebanon County. They have a total budget to their marketing of $75,000, so requesting $5,500 in a grant, obviously they would by far meet the match requirement. So I don't know if you have any questions or anything else to discuss on that. If you want to consider that today, I'll leave it to you.
I do have a question, if I may, Mr. Chairman.
Sure, go ahead.
I see their Exhibit C 2021 Advertising Outreach Plan. To expand it, they're talking not about billboards, but about a lot of television advertising on C-SPAN, Spike, Fox Sports, that sort of thing. And they want to go into Maryland, Delaware, Western New Jersey, and Western Pennsylvania. And I guess my only question is, this is coming from areas where they're on lockdown for the coronavirus, so to speak. It's in December, so there's time, but I don't know what the second wave will be. Is there a way that we can track this, or would they be better off honing that into just Pennsylvania? I don't know. Just a thought.
Actually, it's in January, the event, December, January 9th and 10th, but I don't know, that's entirely up to you. I mean, obviously, they'd have to make a decision on whether to hold their event or not long before the event.
Yeah.
So I think it was planning far out, but if they were to limit their advertising to just Pennsylvania, that would sort of would be the need for the grant to expand out into other states and things, so.
In another year, I'd say this is a great plan, but I'm just concerned that with coronavirus, we would be throwing money away that wouldn't be beneficial, because people wouldn't be coming in here if they're locked down, so to speak, or shouldn't.
I'll make a motion to give this grant. We've given it to them before. It's a growing event, and none of us can sit here today and predict what's going to be happening 6 months from now. So I don't think we should try to rewrite their plan, their marketing plan.
And if it doesn't take place, they don't get the money, is that correct?
Right.
Well, they would get the money, they've already would have spent it for marketing.
You don't want to have part of your motion that they make a decision whether or not they're going to go forward before they spend the money.
Well, I guess by spending the money, they would be saying that they're going forward.
Not necessarily.
Okay, well, is there a second to the motion before we get too far adrift here?
I'll second the motion. I'd just like to maybe amend it, that's what I was trying to get to, that they make a decision before they spend this money and commit to going ahead or not. If they go ahead, they get the money. If they don't go ahead, they don't get the money.
I don't see the value of that being added to the motion. I mean, obviously they're probably doing their marketing now. We're talking 6 months out. So once they start the marketing process, they're going to be spending the money. We can't ask them not to spend the money. I don't know. I mean, I want to satisfy you, Commissioner, but I just don't understand the logic of that.
Well, the logic is that the coronavirus is spreading faster now than it ever has. And I would hate to throw this money away advertising out of state if it's not going to take place. And in a normal year, I think it would be a really great plan, but right now, I think it's not wise to expand it.
So where does that?
We have a motion. I guess I'd call for the question.
Well, we don't have a second. Did you make a second, Joel?
I did make a second. I was trying to get him to amend it.
Okay, well, it's been moved and seconded. Jamie, were you going to comment?
I was just going to comment that you have a motion to table out. I would just add that I think, inherently all of these grants that you're providing for events right now have some risk in them because, you awarded grants last year that were for events that were this spring that got canceled, and I think some of that money got spent even though they delayed some of those events until next year. So I think you just have a risk. You have a risk in them because you just can't predict what the situation is going to be at that time.
Well, let me add to my comments, just please, as one last effort to convince that there should be an amendment. When you do marketing, for instance, my auto body shop that I had for over 20 years, you advertise within a 2-mile radius. That is where you get the majority of the draw for your event or your business. And then you expand to a 5-mile radius. The percentage drops a little bit, but it's definitely worthwhile. Once you go 25 miles out, you're wasting your money. And because of COVID-19, people are not so willing to travel. And I just think it's a mistake to spend this money there. I'd rather put it in more frontline meals and supporting local businesses than send it out of state if indeed it's not going to be carried out.
Oh, okay. I don't know that we can join these two with meals for first responders, but let's, anything else, Commissioner?
Just that the radius is too large to draw people in great numbers during COVID-19.
Thank you. Any other discussion regarding the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
It's been moved that we approve this motion on a 2-to-1 vote. Thank you. Anything else, Jamie?
No. I believe that's everything.
Anything from the floor?
Just everyone have a great and safe 4th of July weekend. And with that, I'd move to adjourn.
Okay.
God bless everyone, and I'll second the motion.
All right. Thank you all. We stand adjourned. Jamie, I'm sorry, what?
Oh, it's okay. There weren't any raised hands. I just looked.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Be safe, everybody.
Thanks for joining in, everyone. It was nice to see you today. And sorry about the slow start. It took a while to get my connection today.